Top of the morning, top of the morning. How y'all doing today? Today. It's another day alive. Hit the like button. At the sound of my voice, hit the like button. If you woke up today, let's get the likes up. You know how we do. So next month is going to be an official year that I was monetized on the YouTube. So I was monetized last year, December. So next month is going to be a full year I was monetized on this platform. I took it real serious. And in that 1 year, I end up making thousands of dollars off of this YouTube alone. So I want y'all to pay attention. This is one source of income, you know what I'm saying, that I use, to bring in extra money. Again, this is ads running 24 hours on my channel for a full year. So I'm getting paid nonstop and I'm consistently uploading. I'm going live every day. You know what I'm saying? So I got a regimen and I got a routine that I follow, that I stick with, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, who stuck with me through the long ride. Mark Gang. It's always us, never them. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the building. But yeah, y'all see the title, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with relationships, man. Dealing with relationships, you really gotta be careful who you lay down with. Laying down with somebody is a serious, serious thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So this lady behind me, this lady right here, is serving life in prison. You know what I'm saying? So a New York woman will spend the rest of her days in a prison cell for traveling to Florida to fatally stab her ex-boyfriend's new lover. So she's gonna spend the rest of her life in prison. She flew from New York to Florida to confront her ex-boyfriend, new lover. Now, this happens all the time. Like this ain't something that's one and done. This been going on since the beginning of time. Fatal attraction from both sides, men and female. But this just happened to be a female, and they don't understand the game plan. Cause I looked into the story, and she was sentenced to life in prison. Now, I no no I looked into it, and I see that the boyfriend is already moved on. She was it's a lot going on. She was somebody was pregnant with a child. Now the boyfriend moved on, and the boyfriend is raising the child with another woman while she sits in prison for the rest of her life. All because you can't control your emotions. Emotions is a very serious thing. Do not get into a relationship if you're not stable mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because some people cannot let go of rejection. Some people cannot let go of a breakup. You know what I'm saying? A breakup will cause you to fly to a whole nother state. She's in New York, mind you. So the person that she fatally stabbed, this person blocked her on all the social media accounts. So obviously she was stalking the ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. She was stalking her. The new girlfriend blocked her. She flew from New York to Florida to do what she did. A New York woman will spend the rest of her days in a prison cell for traveling to Florida to fatally stab her ex-boyfriend's new lover dozens of times. And then she had the nerve to take the witness stand to claim self-defense. I watched the trial. You know, y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the building. Hey Amanda, how you doing? Let's get those likes up. I watched the trial. She took the stand and she tried to play the self-defense card. How? How can you play the self-defense card when this was premeditated? You in New York, so you had to book the tickets, had to book the flight, you had to go through TSA, you got on the flight, you went to a whole nother state, you booked a rental car. Like, all of this is premeditation. Like, at what point does this click into your head to say, yo, this is crazy? I can't do this. He broke up with me. Let me let it go. Let me move on my life. It's a billion other people in the world. Why would you throw your life away? Like, I would never throw my life away for no female. I am not going to throw my life away for no female. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be with me, that's okay. It's okay. Go live your life. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not going to do nothing to you. So, Sakina Thompson, 31 years old. She's 31. Was convicted in October for the murder of 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson. So once you look at Kayla, you see she was jealous. She was jealous of Kayla. Now Kayla is pretty. So jealousy also plays a factor. At one point, now at one point, it's not about the guy anymore. It's about I'm jealous of Kayla, so I want to make sure, I get rid of Kayla. That's Kayla over here. You know what I'm saying? So on Monday, a judge sentenced Thompson to life behind bars. On Monday, a judge sentenced her to life behind bars. You know what I'm saying? That is the crazy part about it. The Hodgson family members was wearing Justice for Kayla t-shirts. When the judge said Life Behind Bars, and I watched the video. I heard people clapping, round of applause. And she had that same smug look on her face that whole time. No remorse. Like even when the judge sentenced her to life, she was talking to her lawyers like nothing. Like it was nothing, bro. If a judge sentenced me to life in prison, you might as well get a coroner out here, cause I'm dead. I'ma drop dead right there. It ain't no okay. Like she don't even care, yo. She don't feel no bitter remorse for what she did to Kayla. Kayla is a pretty woman, and she seen it. Kayla blocked her on Facebook, blocked her on all her social media accounts. So obviously Kayla knew she was crazy. The boyfriend obviously knew, cause he moved away. He moved away, and she tracked him down, pulled up at a house like 3, 4 in the morning. Now, my thing to Kayla is like never open your door, bro. Like anybody come to my house 3, 4 in the morning. First of all, you cannot come to my house if you don't call me. Like if you don't call me, don't show up. I'm not gonna answer my door at 3, 4 in the morning for nobody. Like, I understand that Kayla didn't think she would have flew halfway across the state to confront her for blocking her on social media. So social media also, cause a jealous person was stalking Kayla's account, which would be her. She was stalking Kayla's account, seeing Kayla with her ex-boyfriend. That formed a rage in her. She was raging. Oh, she's with my new ex-boyfriend. She's prettier than me. He dumped me for her. And she's seeing all the posts on social media of Kayla with, with her ex. She feels a way. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't really be posting your relationships on social media, because you don't know what kind of ex that your partner has. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Kayla thought it was, okay, this is a new relationship with a new guy, but she's in the middle of a fatal attraction. She's in the middle of a crazy ex who would travel from Florida. No, she would travel from New York to Florida to harm the current girlfriend. That is insane in my mind, bro. Like, now when I think of her and why she do that and the motives for why she would do that, I got to think back to her childhood. Her childhood has trauma. Like any female who has attachment problems, any male who have attachment problems, who can't let go, who want to harm you, harm themselves because they got heartache from a breakup, you really got to screen the people you deal with, bro, because you don't understand. Like I said earlier, sex is a very serious thing. Like once you lay down with somebody, morning, salute to you. Appreciate you for being here. Salute to y'all. Good morning. Like when you lay down with somebody, bro, your souls, like sex is a serious thing, because once you lay down with somebody, your soul's attached. Your soul's attached to that person. Now, if that person has a very evil presence and demonic, is gonna attach to you. Your souls is combining as you lay down to do this sexual deed. So sex is because it actually soul ties. Yeah, soul ties. It can drive the other person to go crazy. Like you can lay down with this person, and the minute you lay down and y'all do the deed, you become a whole different person. You be a whole different person, and vice versa. Your partner is a whole different person also. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. And then your partner's a whole different person also. Good day, good day. So, soul ties and and you laying down with I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot just lay down with anybody, bro. Like it's very serious cause I've been through the stalking. I had a female stalk me once. It was very terrifying cause like I didn't know her next move. She knew where I live. We was just doing the deed, and I guess she fell head over heels too quickly for me. Attachment issues, and and I wasn't feeling her that much. I was younger in my younger days. What I'm saying, around my mid 20s, and this was before the cell phones, and so she had a regular camera where her and her crazy friends, her crazy homegirls, crazy just like her. I was chilling on the block. This woman was outside and chilling, in front of stores, chilling on the block. She would come take pictures of me. I don't know why she taking pictures, and I would, you know, try to leave her and go about my ways. She would pick fights with me, very aggressive, throw my stuff out the window. These are red flags, bro. Every time I try to, I'm leaving now. I'm going hang out with my homeboys. She will always pick a fight. Always pick a fight. Throw my stuff. So I knew every time I leave her, it was a confrontation going on. It was going to be a confrontation, no matter where. Yo, I'm leaving now. She always thought I was going to go cheat. She always thought I was going to go see the next girl. Every time I say, okay, I'm leaving now, you know, it's part way, I'm going away for the day. It was always, and we wasn't even living together. And we wasn't even living together. But that's what the attachment issues was. I could never leave her without a confrontation because she always wanted me to be around. And when I was leaving, she always thought I was going to go cheat. And it was just, I had to run from her, dip from her, like I'm running down the block, trying to leave her. She following me like Jason, like I'm ducking through the alleys, hiding from her. She walking past me and huffing and puffing. No cap. No cap in my rap. I'm ducking and hiding from her. I'm seeing her walk right past me, huffing her. Where you at? Where you at? I'm like, oh shit. This is crazy. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be careful who you lay down with. You know what I'm saying? You laying down with people, you might, they might go head over heels. I learned that. I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. I'm like, I can't deal with this. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Man, so imagine you have an ex who will fly from New York to Florida to harm the person you with. And she's not crazy. A lot of people, no, she's not crazy. She is, her ego would not want to see her ex-boyfriend happy. So she would sacrifice her life to make sure he ain't happy. Like, what kind of mentality is that? You're gonna sacrifice your life to make sure your ex-partner feel hurt for the rest of his life, for, you know what I'm saying, so he could feel hurt just because he left you. You're gonna sacrifice, throw away your life because you got life in prison. Like I said, the guy already moved on. He's already engaged. He's about to get married. And she's in prison for life. Because she couldn't control her emotions. She couldn't control it. Callie, I appreciate you, man. Support the host. You already know. My boy Callie in the building. So, where you from, Callie? Callie Sip, you from California? Shout out to California, man. I love that place, man. I want to visit California. You know what I'm saying? It's a good place to visit. You know, it's a good place to be. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Cali, man. It's a good place to be. California. Yeah, but like females, man, males and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like males do it too. Emotions is something you gotta control. Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? Emotions is something we all gotta control, bro. We gotta get that in check. Like, I'm okay if you don't want to be with me. I'm okay if you dump me. I'm okay. I, I'm okay with rejection. I'm okay with me seeing a female on the street, me try to go holler at the female, and she reject me. I'm okay with that because that might have saved me from a crazy female. You know what I'm saying? She might have been crazy, and that was just the universe saving me from a crazy woman by having her reject me. So you can't be mad at every rejection. Like some rejections is you being saved from a crazy woman because she might have not rejected you, and y'all might have courted, and guess what? You were in some crazy relationship. So a rejection also saves you from a crazy woman. Think. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes you might get rejected and you got to think, okay, that might have been, me dodging a bullet. Dodging a bullet. So every rejection you shouldn't get mad at. You shouldn't get mad at because you might have dodged a bullet. You might have dodged a bullet. My family found in McFarland, California, USA in the old days. My great grand John John McFarland, California, USA. That's what's up. Shout out to John McFarland, my great third uncle. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. Get you out of here. Yeah, so like, you know, I'm very mindful of who I deal with. Like, I don't go out there seeking females. I do not. It got to be natural. If it's not a natural reaction, I don't force it. Like, I'm like Bruce Lee. I flow with the water. You know what I'm saying? Be as the water, bro. I don't force nothing when it comes to relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a whole new demographics of females and vice versa. It's a whole new demographics of males that's in the earth, that's populated in the earth. The people that was born in the 2000s are now, springing up, and the people that was born in the 1990s is also springing up to be older people that's now adults in a generation in this world. So it's a it's a whole new plethora of people, bro. That's what I'm saying, that you got to be mindful of, man. This ain't the old mas and pops where it's a traditional marriage. Like even marriage, like the traditional marriage now, it's a business proposal. Marriage is a business relationship. Marriage ain't the traditional like the 80s and the 70s and the 60s. Everything changes, bro. You got to understand. Some females will marry you, to get half of your money. They'll stomach you for a couple years. In the back of their mind, they know, okay, you know, that time is ticking. I'm gonna give them a couple years and I'm out of here. Take half the money and I'm gone. And I'm gonna get a new, younger, you know what I'm saying? So it's a business proposal. And also for the flip side, for the guys, some guys that get married to have a trophy wife. Because you understand, to have, to get in certain businesses and all of this, you gotta have a female by your side. Jay-Z understood that. Jay-Z got Beyonce by his side. Jay-Z understood, I need a Beyonce, and no, I need a female who, who could get me into doors that I can't get into myself. So a trophy wife for men and for the females is a come up. I want half your money, especially if you're rich. Like the basketball players, they get finessed by females like this every time. Every time. The basketball players are not street smart. All they know is to bounce a basketball and to shoot into the hoop. Like that's what they doing. They're chasing their dreams. So so they don't know about these deceitful women who's out here to trap you. They trap you, get you get them pregnant, and they got you for 18 years. All the basketball players, what about like what about the basketball players who are cheat on their wife? They'll cheat on their wife, with a groupie. They'll be on they be in a different state. You know what I'm saying? Like doing like away games. So all basketball team got away games. So they'll go to different states away, and these away games they stay in hotels away from their wife. So now they are unsupervised and they're in a hotel. So they'll get some groupies over, some prostitutes over there, and they'll sleep with the prostitutes cheating on their wife. But they not street smart, because what they do, every time they get exposed, even Kobe was exposed, they get exposed. These basketball players actually go to sleep and they put their jewelry on the dresser. They put their jewelry down, they put their cash on the dresser, and before they know it, the prostitutes is up and gone with all their money, all their jewelry. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. They lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. They lose their wallets. They lose this. They lose that. Because they fell asleep around a female who is out here to get money. Some females' agenda, their whole motive is to get money and destroy men. That's what it is. Some of them be pretty. She look alright. She look alright. Just a little, it's a little tough in the face. Not my type of choice, because I could see that smug, that prideful look. And I don't need no female with a smug, prideful look. You know what I'm saying? So the eyes alone tell me she's crazy, man. She is crazy. That's a crazy woman right there in the background. That's a crazy woman. So I would not even deal with her in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like this world now is out with the old. Yes, out with the old and with the new. No morals. Definitely, Cali. Out with the old and with the new. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to go through stress at this point in my life. I'm in my 40s. I'm a seasoned veteran in this player game dealing with females. I'm a seasoned veteran. I don't hang up my jersey. So I'm not a player no more. The jersey is in the Raptors. I done got my championships. So I'm like a coach. I'm coaching the youth. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Program time. Give me 10 push-ups. All right, so you donate $5 right now. I'll do 10 push-ups for you. You know what I'm saying? Donate right now. Hit the dollar sign. You get your push-ups. Program time. That yeah, but it's a whole different demographics, man. Females is out here with they know I look good. I got a big butt. I got a cute smile. I got this. I got that. I'ma play my part. I'ma stick to the script. These females are right out of script. They're right out of script. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say to him, and vice versa. Guys do it too, cause I got a script that we call it spitting game, but I call it that's that guito. I'm spitting that guito to a female. So once I spit my guito, I got your drawers. I got your panties. I got you. Because the first thing I'm going to get is your mind. Your top of the morning, Derek. Mod gang. The first thing I'm going for is a female's mind. I don't want your body first. Your mind controls the body. So if I could spit my guito to a female, and I gas her up, tell her all the game stuff that that I don't say no more. Like I said, I'm not a player no more. My jersey is in the Raptors. I got my championships. I'm a coach. But when I was a player, I would spit the guito. I would spit the game to gas up their heads. Like in Brooklyn, we call it, gassing up a shorty head. Like all of this was when we was young, man. Yo, gas her head up, man. Yo, go gas her up. That's how we was, you know what I mean? Yo, go gas shorty head up. So we would tell her all the player lines, because again, the lines was passed down to us. We would say, yo, say this to her. Yo, say that. So we would have this embedded in our brain. So no matter where we go on the earth, we would hit shorty with that guito. Like, yeah, man, what's up? Woo, 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 woo. Gas them up. But you gotta understand, you gotta, like it's like Callie said, it's a whole new demographics of women. And I understood that. And that stalking phase of my life actually traumatized me, bro. Cause I'm like, damn, if she could do all this, now let me get you out of here. Now you in the loser lounge, homie. You in the loser lounge, Jesse. Get up out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I peep everything, homie. Yeah, but it's a whole new demographics of females out here. So I just lay back and you know what I'm saying? I don't even partake. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight, bro. I done did everything I need to do times two. I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy didn't know the cutoff. See, Diddy in his 50s, still out here, still trying to be wilding and sex and everything walking. That's Diddy. Diddy couldn't control his urges. So you gotta know how to control your sexual urges, yo. Just cause she got a fat butt and she right in front of you, shaking it, teasing you and all that. Don't fall for that. The game got colder, gang. Derek, you already know. The game got colder. Like, ain't no love no more. It ain't no love. It ain't no love, Derek. You feel me? It ain't no love. It's all, I need this bag. And I'm only going to deal with you if you got a bag. If you got a bag, I'm going to deal with you. If you are broke, don't even look. Don't even talk to them, bro. Their mind is set up. The game has got colder. The game is embedded in their head, bro. If you broke, don't even talk to me. Like, don't even look. Don't even sniff. Don't even come sniffing around, brokey. Everybody, like, they seen an OnlyFans girl come up off Shannon Sharp for 10 million. Oh, the game is cold. Everybody want to get that. They learn the game from us. Yeah, man, they definitely learn the game from us. But guess what? They also learn the game from their mama. They also learn the game from their mama. Because their mama tell them, yo, don't bring no broke dude in my house. The mama tell them, only date the drug dealers, only date the doughboys, only date the dudes who got cars. So the mamas school the girls to the game. Some of us ain't have fathers. So who would give us the game? The closest one to give us the game was the uncles. Because I ain't grew up with my father. So I had my older brother to school me to the game. You know what I mean? But all females, 9 times out of 10, they got their mothers. And their mother's going to always school them to the game. But 9 times out of 10, we don't got fathers. You know what I'm saying? We don't got fathers, Somebody got blocked for being a goofy. See, my mom ain't gonna like some of y'all comments. So if my mom don't like y'all comments, you blocked up out of here. Father need to step up, definitely. But sometimes it's not the father's fault. It's the mother's fault. Sometimes the father step away because there's too much drama. He don't want to hurt this woman, vice versa. So you got to understand, sometimes it be the mothers. You can't put the fault on the father all the time, because if you find out why the father left, sometimes it was because mama was being a whore. You know what I'm saying? Mama was being a whore. Mama was was out here with different men, and daddy had to leave to get his peace of mind, you know what I'm saying, to preserve himself, you know. So think about it like that, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, are you serious right now? I like to start my day with a coffee. What? Coffee, you know? Yeah, so sometimes it be the mama and daddy a step away, you know, to not unalive her and be in a situation like this. You know what I mean? A wise man a step away sometimes, cause you end up like this. Your emotions took control. Now she is doing a life sentence for killing her ex-boyfriend, new girlfriend. You will end up like that if you don't. So that's what this whole stream was about. This whole stream was about controlling your emotions, knowing the game. See, like she probably wasn't even dating a lot. Because if you went through a lot of females and vice versa, and you know about dating, you know this comes a part of the game. You're gonna have breakups. People gonna break up with you, vice versa. It's a part of the game. Ain't no way you're gonna have one person and you're gonna find the first person and y'all gonna be together forever. It don't work that way. That's not part of that game. This is a game of life. Rejection comes with it. Rejection comes with it. Rejection comes with the game. You know what I'm saying? And you and you gotta understand that, man. Rejections comes with this thing, man. You're gonna be rejected, bro, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You know, you might have wanna been with the person, but the person don't wanna be with you. They don't wanna be with you. You gotta let them go. You cannot force somebody to be with you, and that's what she wanted. She wanted to force this guy to be with her. You cannot, bro. That's not how the world works. You might want this person so bad, they don't want you. You know, you got to just let it go. Some people can't. She traveled to Florida. She's from New York. She traveled to Florida to harm her ex-boyfriend, new girlfriend. She traveled to Florida, got on a plane, TSA, went through baggage checking. She purchased a rental car. She drove to the airport. Nothing clicked in her head to say you are crazy. Nothing registered in her head to say no. Don't do this. Not over no guy. The average guy is just gonna move on. Premeditated like a mug. But Derek, you know what's crazy? She went on the stand. And she said she went to her house to talk to her. And the girl stabbed her across the stomach with a glass like a glass vase or something. She said the girl stabbed her across the stomach. She was on the stand. She was on the stand, pleading self-defense. I'm like, how is that self-defense when you drove there? You drove there. First of all, she blocked you, so you couldn't have access to her. The fact that you couldn't have access to her and you drove there shows that, like, ain't no talking. You ain't coming there to talk. You coming there to cause harm, bro. You came there 3, 4 in the morning, disguise yourself. So she ain't new. Like, she don't know you. She's in Florida. You in New York. She don't know you. You came over there. That is fatal attraction, attachment. That is a female who's so attached to you that she will kill anybody you with. It's good thing they locked her up, because she had no remorse, nothing. Good thing she got locked up and she's in, because she would have been a serial murderer. Like, if she had got away with it, any person that guy was dealing with, she would have been killing them. She would have killed every person that he dealt with. Think about that. It's females like that in the world. Oh, you moved on? Oh, you posting on social media with a new girl? Oh, she look better than me? I gotta get you crazy work. Crazy work. Oh, she look better than me? Oh, I'm you know, I I'ma sacrifice my freedom. I'ma what? What kind of logic is that? Like I said, the guy done moved on. The guy's gonna forget about her. You know, the guy had a child with the girl, with the I think the new girlfriend. They had a child together, or he might have had a child with her. But a child was in the play, yo. A child was in the mix. And all of this situation, a child lost a mother. Period. So now he's gonna raise this child with a new woman. He's already engaged. He already moved on. Now she's in prison for the rest of her life, and he already moved on before the sentencing. That guy moved on before she was even fingerprinted. He hated her. She was crazy. So you don't think he's happy that she's in prison for life? Of course. You you crazy bitch. Like, is a reason why you my ex. Is a reason why we broke up. Now look what you're doing. You come in and do this to somebody I'm with? Come on, man. You crazy, man. You got to look for the red flags. The red flags is all in her face, bro. Look in her face. You can see crazy all there. I don't care if she stand up and she got a fat butt and all that. She got the baby hairs to the sides, and like even like 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 even in court, and she's coming to court because she's been in jail for like at least 2 to 3 years. She's been in, like, who is lacing her hair, bro? Her hair is laced. Like, I would look like she got baby edges, all of that. I'm like, who is doing her hair in prison? I don't know. But don't be fooled by this. Do not be fooled by a look. You cannot judge a female and a guy, both sides. You cannot judge them on a look. You cannot just or say, oh, I want her because she look a certain way. I want him because he look a certain way. It's a thing called a rotten apple. Now, do y'all know what a rotten apple is? A rotten apple is something that looks good on the outside, right? An apple, it look good on the outside. But when you bite into this apple, it's all kind of worms, all kind of insects that's inside this apple. But you never knew that this apple was rotten until you bit into this apple. And you're like, oh, it looked it good on the outside. The apple looked it so good until you bit into this apple and you find out the real truth. Whatever glitter ain't gold. Talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? You find out the real truth, man. So never judge nobody on their looks. That's a rotten apple right there. That is a rotten apple. It look good on the outside. It look good on the outside. But when you really know her, it's all kind of insects, maggots, all kind of dark aura, dark energy that comes with the territory. And they know how to hide it good. These rotten apples, they know how to mask it real good. They are masters of camouflage. They'll camouflage it. That's why when you date somebody, it's very important that you really gotta take the time to get to know them. Okay, I know that sound old school. He said, take the time to get to know them. Oh, that's old school. You talking old school mumbo jumbo. This is a new era. Take the time to get to know them. What are you talking about, Kavion? You sound like an old man. Take the time to get to know them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look for the red flags, because whoever you meet, the first time you meet them, you are meeting the representative of a person. Like when you you go on a blind date or you dating somebody, you're not meeting a real person. You are meeting the representative of the person. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you out of here. Like when you date somebody, you are not meeting the real person. You are meeting the representative of the person. The real person comes out in your first argument, your first, your first disagreement. That's when the real person comes out. And you got to see, can I deal with this? Can I deal with this anger that this person is portraying? Because this is the real you. Everything else was a representative. Everything else was a script. Now, we got to get past the script. That's why I say, take the time to get to know and look. And look, bro, pay attention, man. Don't just be fixated on the body. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They be, we all females too. Females will fall for a guy with muscles, nice abs, and don't fall for that, mama. And guys, don't fall for a female with a big butt, and you know what I'm saying? Don't fall for that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting distracted. Again, you're falling for the rotten apple. You are getting distracted by the whole situation. So you don't fall for that. You know what I'm saying? You pay attention to what you're dealing with, and who she is, and you know what I'm saying? You go from there. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Let me see what's going on in the comments. Yeah, you don't fall for that. Like, get distracted by a pretty face and a pretty butt. I'm trying to tell you, man, that never works for nobody, bro. You just end up setting yourself up in the long run. It's a setup for failure. Because now you inside of a crazy, crazy entanglement. And entanglement's been going on for thousands of years. This ain't nothing new. She ain't nothing new. She just another one in the millions of entanglements that involve a crazy woman, and the flip side, it'd be a crazy man. It goes on forever, you know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to pay attention to what goes on when y'all out here dating, because a lot of us get money and we feel ourselves now. We get money. So now we reaching out to all kind of females and we'll flash our money in their face. That's that's like fanning flames to the fire. You don't want to flash no money in a female's face, cause like you don't want her first impression of you be about money. Oh, okay, he's a money guy. This guy is only focused on money. Okay, this is cool. I like this. Guess what? She's gonna use you until she finds somebody who got more money. That's how it always is. The females will use you until they find somebody with more money. So if you come into a relationship as the money man, yeah, she's gonna stick around until she find somebody who got more money than you. So it's not real. Like, so you gotta focus on what is real and what's, something that you cannot stop in life. You know what I'm saying? So you come into a relationship focused on money, you're gonna set yourself up. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like, subscribe button for your boy. I'm in the building. What it is, what it do, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I could really, talk about some shit, man. Could really break it down, man. The females and the males, agendas and the perspective. Cause I've been there. You come into this with money, she gonna use you to get all the money. We not all okay. I ain't said all of y'all. I said the majority of females. The majority of females. This because you gotta understand. You are being outshined by the majority who thinks like what I'm talking about. So like you might not think like that, but you are being outshined by 80% who do. So the good females, we can't find them because there's so much. It's so much agendas out here. You know what I mean? I got my own money. I see the independent, the humble females, they are being overlooked. The same way that the good guys are being overlooked. Because there's a flip side. The men with money, they want a fast whore. And the females, they want a bad boy. So the good girls and the good guys are stuck in the middle. They're stuck in the middle. Because when men get money, they want to fulfill their porn desires. And the average girl, humble girl, don't want to be a whore. But the men, that's what the men want. They got money now, so that's what they're seeking out. They don't want no relationships, and vice versa. The females, they only want bad boys. They don't want a good guy. He's boring. He's too traditional. I need excitement. So I need a bad boy who's gonna choke me up, who's gonna beat me up, who's gonna, thug love. I need that thug loving. So again, some people are stuck in the middle. Y'all are being, it is what it is. It seems like crazy people always run a cause. You know why? The good people, they didn't scream. Like everything I said, they're not just tell y'all, don't focus on the looks. Focus on the red flags. See if red flags is there. See if she's crazy. This is what this whole thing was about. Don't focus on the looks. That's why the good people come across the crazy people. Because they see a crazy girl with a fat butt. A crazy girl who looks good. That's a rotten apple. And that'll get you every time. Every time. Yes, you might be good, but you wasn't focused on the right things. You just focused on, the physical. But you ain't read her and understand, even though she look good, she crazy as hell, bro. Let me step back from this. That's what a wise person would do. We ain't just gonna go feed into the fire just cause she got a fat butt. And nah, bro. I told y'all, once you lay down with this person, they'll stalk you, they'll kill you. Yes, laying down is soul ties. Very serious thing. To my kids out there, don't you know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell y'all, man. A lot of good people end up with crazy, crazy females because they broke the rules it's rules to this. And I'm giving y'all the rules. Now when y'all go back and watch this, it is what it is. But I gave y'all the rules to the game. I've been on here for 53 minutes giving y'all a game. 53 minutes giving y'all a game. And I guess that guy ain't donate, so I ain't gonna be doing no push-ups. That guy said, yo, do some push-ups. I said, okay, donate. And I'll do push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Man, yo, R. Kelly, man, you need to go worry about your trial, man. Let me get you out of here, R. Kelly. R. Kelly, let me get you out of here, man. You need to worry about coming out when cars fly, man. The next time R. Kelly gonna hit the streets, cars gonna be flying. So don't worry about me, man. Soul ties are real. Definitely, bro. Soul ties are real. I've been through it, bro. And I understand that. Like, okay. Okay. I gotta be careful who I insert my rod into. You know what I'm saying? Because once you insert that rod, it's serious business. This ain't no stuff where bro, it's just serious. You be having a crazy woman stalking you or a crazy man stalking you. You don't want that. It don't feel good. I've been there. I'm trying to tell you. This ain't no funny thing to laugh at. I've been there. You can't get, like I couldn't even go to the cops because I thought the cops would have laughed me at the police station. Word. Now I might go to the cops like, yo, officer, man, I got this crazy female stalking me, man. They'll laugh me out the damn precinct, even though they're supposed to do their job. They're like, because it's taboo for a guy to be stalked. But it happened to guys too, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess my game was too strong, but it happens. You know what I mean? Guys been stalked, man. If you laying that thing down right, and you a guy, females gonna go crazy for you. They gonna do some crazy stuff. Now, if you ain't been through it, you don't want to go through it. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to go through it. It's not fun. She knew where I lived. I couldn't get no good sleep, bro. This crazy person knew where I lived, bro. It was always, I gotta look out my window. I don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? That's not fun. That's not a fun life. I've been there. I've been with these crazy, crazy females. Like crazy stalking. Look at her face, bro. I always look for the telltale signs to never go through it again. You crazy? You think I'm gonna go through it once, then twice, and I said, okay, nah. Once is enough. But some of y'all so so weak in your desires that you want to go through it again and again. Some of y'all like it. Now, some of y'all like it. Some of y'all, both of y'all souls are crazy enough that it'll work. But y'all end up harming each other, fighting every day. It's crazy, man. It's not a good feeling. Trust me. It's draining to your soul, man. I've been there, bro. Like, oh my God, what, I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm like, I need this to, I'm like, oh man, what she do? So this woman right here, okay, so this woman in the background is from New York. So this is what she did. A New York woman will spend the rest of her days in a prison cell for traveling to Florida to fatally stab her ex-boyfriend, new lover. So she went to Florida to stab her ex-boyfriend, new lover. Ex-boyfriend, he broke up with her. It's over. It's done. Move on with your life. She had such severe attachments to this guy, even though the present girlfriend of the girlfriend blocked her on all the social media. She was blocked on every social media pertaining to the girl. So the fact that she couldn't get to she couldn't reach out and troll her on social media, she did the next level step that people on social media don't even do. Like, if I'm arguing with somebody on social media, I'm not pulling up to your city, homie. I'm not pulling up for nothing. It's just social media talk. And and after I block you, it should be that. It should be over. But guess what? She flew to Florida to confront the girl who blocked her on social media, the ex-boyfriend, new girlfriend. Crazy, man. A judge sentenced her to life behind bars yesterday. That's why I'm talking about this now. Because I seen this on my YouTube yesterday. She was sentenced to life behind bars yesterday. She flew. She flew from New York to Florida to confront the person who blocked her on social media. I said, trolls is trolls. You might argue with a troll in the comments or whatever on social media, but you don't never pull up to their house. It's madness. I would never have somebody on social media get me to the point where I gotta go travel. But it goes a step further, bro. She went a whole different state. She went thousands of miles. She got on a flight. She got through TSA. She went through the checkpoint. She drove in her car. She went to the airport. She got on a plane. And not one time did something click in her mind to say, you crazy. Not one time did something click in her mind to say, woman, what are you doing? You are crazy. You are throwing your life away for a piece of rod. You are crazy. Woman, pause, stop. What are you, nothing in her mind? As she's on this flight, she's thinking, I'm gonna go murder this person. Like, bro, what? Like, because this person don't know you. She is the current girlfriend of your ex. You stalking her on social media. You cursing her out. Okay, she blocked you. Oh, this woman is crazy. Blocked. You traveled to a whole different state to go kill the person who blocked you on social media. That's next level. That is next level. And before she was fingerprinted, the guy already moved on. The guy moved on before the fingerprints even got done. Before the fingerprints was even done, he done forgot about you. You threw your life away for nothing. Or maybe it wasn't for nothing. Because when we look at Kayla, Kayla is beautiful. Now, Kayla was loved. Kayla was loved by many people. She was beautiful. You was jealous. So maybe it wasn't the guy at this point. Maybe you just wanted to kill this girl for jealousy. That's another thing that females have. Jealousy. That's Kayla. Kayla's beautiful. You got jealous because Kayla was posting about your ex and their new relationship on social media. Why then why follow them? Why don't you just move on with your life? You don't have to be tortured. You wasn't a hamster wheel of torture. So you was following Kayla and their ex, and you was getting mad that they was living their life. Then why don't you live yours? Why did you have to be tortured and get mad that she's posting about their relationship? So what? She has a right to do that. She found out that was you. She blocked you. You couldn't get access to their stuff no more. So you found them. You flew and you found them and you killed Kayla. You unalived Kayla, that beautiful girl, because you was an evil person. Evil person. Even when the judge sentenced you to that life sentence, you didn't cry. You didn't offer no remorse. You didn't even bat an eye, because I looked to see what kind of reaction you would give to this life. Nothing. Nothing. Stone cold. Just like a mugshot. When that judge gave her that life sentence, she looked at stone cold, stoic, just like her mugshot. She didn't give a damn. All she wanted to do was get rid of Kayla. Jealousy played a major factor in this. Jealousy. She wanted Kayla gone. That's what it all boils down to. Now that y'all got the whole story, the whole synopsis of it, she wanted Kayla gone. Kayla was more pretty. Kayla had everybody loved Kayla. Even in the courtroom, you could see a lot of people loved Kayla. Kayla was loved. She had no support in the courtroom. Once she got the life sentence, all the Kayla supporters, they clapped. They thanked the judge for doing a great job to putting her away for life in prison. That deserves a life imprisonment. You flew to a whole different state, and to puncture somebody is a personal thing. To shoot somebody, anybody could shoot somebody, but to puncture somebody and unalive them with a stabbing instrument, that is personal. That is barbaric. Barbaric. So everything is barbaric. You flew over there and you did what you did 3, 4 in the morning. You ain't coming to daytime. So you knew I gotta strike when she least expected. And she didn't expect a crazy person from the internet to come over here and do it. Like who expects that? Like if I argue with a troll on the internet, I do not expect a troll to fly thousands of miles and locate me. And who? That's next level crazy. That's next level crazy. And she's looking like Stoney from Set It Off. Cleo from Set It Off. Cleo looking ass. She looking like Cleo in that mugshot. She looking like Cleo from Set It Off. That's next level crazy. Look at beautiful Kayla. Look at beautiful Kayla, man. She wanted to extinguish that beautiful light because her light is dark. And she's seen this beautiful light that's that's around Kayla. She couldn't stand it. She couldn't stand it. But guess what? Enjoy your life prison. So what? Her boyfriend. Listen, rejection happens, bro. Rejection happens. I've been cheated on. I'm not gonna go kill and throw away my life. You gotta learn from it. It's a part of the game of life. You're gonna get, like I said earlier, you're gonna get cheated on. It happens, bro. Learn from it. Don't be too emotional. So, okay. So you said, so what? Her boyfriend cheated with Kayla. So you think what she did was okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you're trying to justify your actions. So you think what she did is okay? I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no just okay, we all been cheated. So does everybody who get cheated on kill the person? If that's the case, we all be in prison. We would all be in prison if we went and did what she did for the fact that she was cheated on. You know what I'm saying? We will all be in prison. I've been cheated on. I ain't go out there and throw my life away. I learned from it. It's a part of the game of dating. You're going to get cheated on. It comes with it. Who don't know that? All players know. Even players get cheated on. Like a player ain't exempt from getting cheated on. Everybody get cheated on. It's how you react to it. Man, I ain't gonna go crash out. I ain't gonna go crash out like this because somebody cheated on me. You crazy? Like I said, homie. Like I said, homie, she did all that. That man forgot about her so quick. He done moved on with his life. So you threw away your life for nothing. You got to think about that. You threw away your life for nothing. He done forgot about you. He done moved on. He done got a whole new woman. He's about to get married. He done moved on. So you got to think of it as a whole. Okay, if I cheat, okay, she did whatever. But I'm not throwing away my life. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not crashing out because you cheated on me. It's your loss. You cheated, that's your loss. It's your loss. You got to think of it like that. So the fact that you got cheated on and you crash out, it shows that you think of yourself as less. Now, if you thought of yourself as more and you got cheated on, you would say, yo, man, you done cheat on something good. That's your loss. I'm gone. Deuces. I know my worth. So if you cheat on me, that's your loss. That's your loss. You cheated. I'm done. I ain't gonna, oh, you cheated and nah, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, they crash out and that's 100%. They crash out and women notice. The women notice and the women use their bodies because they know men is a lust for the flesh, bro. Like we are weak for the flesh, man. You see a female in some tight, in them tight stretchy tights they wear now, boy. They got them tights, they wear them stretchy tights that show the camel toe. Mwah! Mwah! It's like, whoa! You can see on the camel toe, and then they got the tights that could show that they're not wearing no panties. Now those tights are crazy. It shows like, yo, she commando under there. Camel toe. They know what they doing. They know y'all weak for this shit. They know that. That's why they wear it. You think they wear it for? No, they wear it because they know men is out here, and two birds, one stone. Yep, the boyfriend dies. Females been doing that all the, you know what I mean? The two guys crashed out for a female, one dead, one in jail. She moved on. It happens on both sides. But this so happens to be a female crashing out over a guy. She's in jail and he moves on. So it happens, you know what I mean? It happens since we was kids, bro. Two guys clashing over a female. And she ends up with none of them. She's with none. She done moved on with her life. She done forgot about you. You in jail for life. He in the ground. And she moved on with somebody else. That's the game, baby. Like my man Derek said. Mod gang. Derek said earlier. Salute to the Mars. Derek said the game got colder. The game got colder, Mod gang. I pay attention to everything that's going on, man. The game got colder. It got cold. It's a cold game, but it got colder. The game was always cold, but it got colder. It got colder now. The game is colder now. They do it on purpose, and they can. But she won, homie. Like my nigga, if you in prison for life, if the other dude in the ground, she won. She won, bro. The only way you can defeat her is if you move on and you be successful, bro. You is not winning if you sitting in a jail cell behind a female, bro. Yes, you might have killed her, killed your rival, but bro, you sitting in jail for a woman, bro. Ain't no winning in that. Ain't no, you win when you free. Jail ain't no win, bro. People think, oh, I'm sitting in jail. Oh, I go to jail every year. Bro, you just bad at doing crime, bro. The best criminals don't get caught. You don't go to jail, homie. Jail is for weak people, bro. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So if you sitting in jail for a woman and you think you won, homie, you got it twisted. Let them leave, man. Let them leave, bro. Yo, man, I open the door for you. You need help? I help you pack. I help you to the door. I ain't keeping you, man. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Listen, Too Short. I had a whole lot of in my lifetime. I've been blessed with the game. Always say the right lines. Had a few prostitutions if you knew the truth. They like pimps. You can't let it do it to you. She ain't no sucker. I know rich man. She want to be a pretty woman. Loving that rich man. She been drop top riding. You and a pimp fake nigga, stop lying. Once you get some money, we'll stick to the business. Think about the real month, cause dad lived this. Street life, pimp shit. Make that whole respect your game. You brought diamonds and cars, trick, that's a shame. Say what you want, cause I still figure. You lucky cause you couldn't be like the real. She was a hustler by nature, and you was just faker than the average cent. Trying to battle pimp, Too Short. Crazy ass man. I wouldn't have brought that chick all them cars, and no, that chick only messed with you cause she know you had a good job, you nerd. That he said I've been homeless since I was in it. Yo, listen, man, it's a cold game, like Ma Gang said. It's a cold game. The game just got colder. Yo, shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to Philly, man. Don't let no woman know that she could rile you up. Vice versa, females. Don't let no guy know that he could rile you up. Never. Always keep that poker face on when you're dealing with the opposite sex, man. Don't never let them know they got the edge on you. I'm giving y'all a game for over an hour, man. Don't never let them know they got the edge on you, man. You got to stay secure in yourself, man. If they know they got the edge on you, guess what? They're going to use your heart like a yo-yo. They're going to destroy you. This is the real world, man. Oh, I got him. I'm going to destroy him. First, I'm going to take all his money. I'm going to take all he got. First, before I destroy him. So, that train is never late. It's just the countdown begins. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take all he got. Then I'm going to destroy him, throw him to the wayside, rinse and repeat. And I'm going to do it again. That's how females travel this earth. They travel this earth gobbling up everything in sight. Again, they got them skin-tight jeans they use for the uniform. It's a uniform they put on to track the guys, bro. It's like a jungle. The same thing. And the females is actually the hunters. They hunting in them skin-tight tights that show the camel toe. They hunting. And we the prey. Oh, look at that. Oh, snap. Yo, shorty. Yo, mama. Yo, damn, yo. And in the back of their mind, they say, my intentions is to destroy. So a female got two agendas in life. Either she gonna build or she gonna destroy. That's all a female got. She either gonna build, she gonna destroy. The same thing with a guy. Like this whole time I've been showing both sides, not only coming down on the females, I've been talking about the guys too. The guys' agenda too. They're either gonna build with you, mama, or they're gonna destroy you, mama. So you know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's just not enough time to give y'all all the game. I done been giving y'all game for over an hour. It's not enough time. But let me take my little smoke break. No, let me take my little puff, and I'll be right back. I got Bobby by the pound, Whitney by the key, get this screw by the gallon. The game belongs to me. I got Bobby by the pound, Whitney by the key, DJ Screw by the gallon. The game belongs to me. They playing dangerous games, bro. Like even you meeting a female online. Like I don't meet females online. Like, do y'all date online? Do y'all do online dating? Like I don't do online dating. Like I'm so old school. Like if anything, like my natural way of meeting a female will be in a grocery store. Will be in places where it's not online. So I could screen you, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like online, like I don't know if I'm talking to a dude. I don't know if I'm being catfished. I don't know if it's a it's a romance scam. It's so much red flag with online dating. And no, I did it online. I done did the M Buzzies, the Plenty of Fishes. I done did the chat lines. Yeah. Now y'all remember the chat lines with the phones? You have reached the Brooklyn Donut or the Philly Raven chat line. This was before this was before Spaces. Now Twitter Spaces, Clubhouse, those are all the chat lines that's updated. But before the Clubhouses and before the Twitter Spaces, it was the chat line. Now you was on the phone trolling, talking stuff. Yeah, what's up? I'll pull up on you. Yo, we was talking on the pull-ups and all of that. Even back then, I remember I was in the chat like, yeah, man, yeah, come see me. Yo, my address is this. Yeah, what's up? I'll pull up on you. And the chat line was funny because, this was our social media. So basically, you had a whole chat line room, and then you had even the one-on-one, the CBs. Now the CBs was listening to girls' profiles, and you would click a number if you like what she said, and you would leave a message, and she would message you back, and then y'all could go one-on-one. Now you hit the 3, y'all go one-on-one. So now y'all spitting game, y'all talking, wow, yeah, what's up, ma? We gonna meet up, and you know what I mean? Meet up that way. And then you had the full room where everybody was in a room. You had men, you had females just talking about, our social media. Yeah, yes, that was pre MySpace. That was our social media. And you could be in a room and you would say, yo, shorty, let's go private. So now you in a room and you could pull a shorty to go private in the room. It was fun. And every time you say, yo, shorty, let's go private, what will happen? What will happen when you holler at a shorty in a room full of guys, and shorty feeling your drip, shorty feeling you, you hollering at her, she ignoring the other guys because they all trying to holler at her, but she trying to holler at you, and you trying to holler at her. So, you trying to pull her away from the crowd. You know what I mean? That's what the chat line was. You could have pulled away from the crowd. Yo, ma, let's go private. And the haters, they hear that, and what they do, they start blowing on the phone. They start blowing on the phone. So she can't give out a private to you. You can't give out your private to her. So y'all can't go private. They will start blowing. The minute somebody whisper, yo, shorty, let's go private. And she said, okay. Oh, that's when the haters coming. Start blowing, and that shit was so funny, bro. So funny, bro. So we always had social media. So we adapted to what it is now. So I understood the spaces, the clubhouses. These are the chat lines. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, that chat line was scary, bro. It had yo. Oh, I can't even say that word. Yeah, but it had, transgenders all through the chat line. And that's where you have to, fall back. You know what I mean? It was crazy, bro. All kinds of stuff. Phones, yeah, all of that, bro. That's what we had. That's the only thing we had, bro. Like, that was our OnlyFans and the Instagrams and the YouTubes. We ain't had that then. So we had to be content with what we got. Now they got where you could talk to people and they could see your face. They could see your profile. Before you even see them, they know what you look like. Back then on the chat line, you ain't had no pictures. So you had to go off the voice. And half the people was, bro, they was hit. Mad fat chicks, sound good over the phone. Sound good over the phone until you meet up. You like, oh, man, man, ugly people used to call that chat line, bro. Like, oh, that's my word, bro. You meet up with 10 girls off the chat line, none of them was hit. None of them was hit off the bat. Pretty girls was calling that shit. So you have to learn. You have to learn, bro. The pretty girls wasn't calling this. This for the ugly one. Oh, bro, I done met up with some ugly, like, yo, bro, for real, like, oh, damn, sound good over the, so you have to go, off of the voice. Scary time, bro. You have to go off of the voice. And like I said, man, I was getting PayPals from Boston, getting PayPals from everywhere. I'm gassing, whoop, whoop, whoop. First catfish is meeting up at the mall. Yo, bro, I, that's when you have to spit that game. So spitting game to a female now ain't nothing. So we had so much practice in the '90s, bro. The chat line, just practicing our game, finessing our game, bro. So for me to, that's nothing, bro. I done seen all kind of social medias from the Yahoo Messengers, the M Buzzy Cuzzy, plenty of fishes. I done seen the internet before it was the internet. So what it is now, I'm definitely gonna get paid for it. I'm definitely gonna get paid for the internet. Like I said, next month is gonna be a full year. I was monetized next month, and I done made some good money off of this one channel here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a year next month. Consistently, you know what I'm saying, having a financial relationship with YouTube. YouTube been good to me. Like I guess when you been monetized for a certain time, they let you get away with certain things. Cause I know certain things that I did, they still let me live. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you gotta earn that. Like that don't no, you gotta earn that leeway, that cushion. So thanks to YouTube for that. We have a good financial relationship because I studied what to do, what not to do, the community guidelines, how to go about this. I took this serious. I studied the greats. I learned from the greats. You know what I'm saying? It's all about learning, man. So I say that to say, man, next month is going to be a full year. We acknowledge that, and I acknowledge y'all for being on this journey with me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I seen a post where a shorty said a guy cannot get with her unless he had, she wrote out a whole, like a whole plethora of things he got to have before he could even get with her. And she said he cannot spend under $40 on no day. What? Like, females have so much standards for guys, bro. It's not even funny. She want us to be this thing that they envision in their mind. Females are crazy. They envision this thing in their mind, and we have to be this mold of it. You got to be this mold of it, man. Like, I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that trying to, be what this world perceived me to be, or trying to be what I think I'm done with it, bro. But I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a good morning. It's your boy K Beyond. Hit that like, subscribe button for your boy, your mod gang. You already know, man. I'm done with it all, man. I'm just gonna stick to getting the money and just lay low. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm out.